Welcome to Effective Wednesday. A small change in a day is good enough. So pick one effective strategy from this show and use it on your language learning adventure. Alright, before we start, I would like to let you know that I'm here to help, coach, and hold your hand in your language learning adventure. So if you have questions about language learning or looking for a clear and simple explanation on Chinese or Japanese grammar, send those questions to me because I love questions. So remember, send them to me on Twitter, Facebook, or leave them the comment below in this video. I will look at them, I'll read each of them and answer your questions. Okay, so remember, I know you have burning question and I want to help you, so send this question to me and I'll answer your burning question on every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So those are the 3 days I'll make videos about, so just send those to me. Okay, I'm giving away your guides to language learning adventure, so go to my website right now to download them. Okay, if you're studying Chinese or Japanese now and looking for some language learning tips, you have come to the right show. I often answer my students' burning questions. And last week, a student of mine asked me these questions. What are the effective ways to use date time to study a language? So in this episode, I'm going to give you the 3 effective ways to use your date time to study a language learning. Alright, we all like to make excuses, don't we, during our daily routine. When it comes to studying a language, many people say something like, I'm too busy, or I don't have time, or learning Chinese or Japanese is not my priority thing to do today. These are the most common excuses I often hear language learners say when they are caught up with work and life. However, many people have underestimated their date time, and I believe you too, during the daily activities, and not knowing how to use them effectively to study a language were valid excuses. Alright, so if you're still looking for effective ways to kill your time, here's my 3 effective ways to help you to use your date time. Okay, let's talk number 1. Reading online news. Alright, why is that? Many people spend more than 15 minutes on the train while commuting. Okay, some commutes are nearly 2 hours per trip, like Japan. Okay, and 30 minutes average in Australia. And you actually imagine you could use this date time to read online news in Japanese or Chinese when you're on the train. Okay, and obviously if you're driving, please don't do that. Okay, it's only when you're on the train, on the plane, on the bus only. Okay, and believe me, with this method, it improves your reading skill and recognizing thousands of the characters that you hate the most. So that's why this is how you use your date time, by reading online news. Okay, all right, my number 2. Have you heard of Hello Talk? If you haven't, you can actually pause this and come back it later, or you can actually just go there after this show. So it's Hello Talk. So okay, this is a new app actually. So using Hello Talk to talk to the world. Okay, to be very honest, we are approaching a digital world. Many people are often seeking an opportunity to talk with people from around the world, especially when you're at your home country, when you have a limited chances to speak with the other people. So for example, if you're living in America, in a small town, and you have no chance to speak with a native speaker in Chinese or Japanese. So this is actually really good. As long as you have an iPhone or Android, you can actually download these apps, Hello Talk. Okay, so Imagine when you're commuting on the train or waiting for someone at the bus stop. You could actually use this to talk to the world. Yes, it's very functional. In fact, you can actually register yourself and write your profile, sorry about that, and you can actually just look up and actually you can do the matching. And seriously, it's really good because it allows you to text in the language with the native speaker, or even you can text to voice as well. There's a translation. It's very functional. How cool is that? Finally they have something like this and allows you to talk to the world. Although, when you don't feel like studying, why not just text someone, in a target language, in Chinese or Japanese? I know there might be a little bit private issue, but it's actually quite good, to talk to someone, across the world. Okay, the next one, the last one, the third one, okay, listen to international radio. Okay, imagine if you are traveling or sitting in the traffic, okay, really, you listen to the local radio. So why not listen to international radio? Yeah, you do not have to download it, as long as you have the internet access and you can actually stream them online. You can actually just have that bit on your phone, and make sure you have with a full battery, just so that you can actually listen to it. Like, to be honest, I drive a lot and I hate the traffic, really. Like, sitting in the traffic, it just doesn't make me feel good. So, like, when you listen to it, it really makes you feel like, oh, I feel like I'm living in their countries. You're in the car but you're listening to an international radio in Chinese or in Japanese. That's how cool is it? All right. Besides that, if you're not a fan of listen to an international radio, or you have no access to the internet to get all these resources, don't worry. Podcasts, like now you're listening to my show, so you can actually look up some of the really good podcasts to actually kill the times, okay? Especially for parents, you're waiting for your children. There's a lots of daytime, in 24 hours, just imagine you have 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours for work, but you still have remaining 8 hours. You don't have to study like 2 hours a day. You don't cram everything in. Just use your daytime to study. You really don't have to sit there an hour. Sometimes you don't feel like studying, but it's good to just use your daytime to do something that just gets you for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, it's more than enough. All right, like I say, make it as a habit, okay, and make it happen today. Just make it right now. Don't kill times when you could learn a new language, right? So why not just a 15 minutes a day? Like I always say, a small change in a day is good enough. So be consistent in your language learning adventure, okay? And I always wish my students happy learning Chinese and Japanese. All right, I would love to hear from you, okay? And you can actually leave some comments below or review, let me know about it. How do you use your daytime to study a language, especially Chinese and Japanese? Chinese characters or kanji, it's just really good. All right, remember one more thing. Share this shirt on your Facebook or on your Twitter, or send it to your friend. It's good because sharing is caring. The more you share with them, the more easy to be discoverable by other people. So if you're looking for a solution on this, this is really good, okay? And before we go, I'd like to let you know, if you have a burning question, you can always send them to me, and I'll definitely answer those questions on one of my show. And once again, on every Monday and Friday, I will answer those questions, and sometimes I will have a guest talk. And on every Tuesday and Thursday, I will teach you Japanese and Chinese. So if you're learning both languages at the same time, so those are the 2 days you can listen to it. And for Wednesday, it's very special. It's Effective Wednesday, because I want to I want to keep you going, get you motivated. You can do it. All right, so don't worry, I'm holding your hand. I'm here. I'm supporting you in this journey. All right, and thanks for listening, and I'll see you the next time.